Hi, and welcome back to Garden Ninja. Now today's video guide is going to show you how you can get rid of those pesky fungus gnats or scarid flies that you'll find in your houseplants from time to time. So come on, let's get cracking. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the red button to subscribe today. Also click the bell for notifications. We'll have access to hundreds of garden design hints, tips and hacks from me, the Garden Ninja. And best of all, it's free. Now fungus gnats or scarid flies can be a real pain, especially indoors with houseplants. They buzz around, they land all over your face, they annoy you, and they can just become a bit of a nuisance. So usually with insects and bugs outside, I just leave them alone or find some sort of beneficial predatory insect that keeps them in balance. But with houseplants, that's a bit harder. Now scarid flies love moist, damp conditions, which is why you'll often find them when you've repotted your houseplants in fresh, damp compost. And it's important to understand the life cycle of these flies to know how to safely eradicate them. So in order to work out how to get rid of fungus gnats, it's important to understand the life cycle. So the adult flies will lay eggs, usually in that damp growing medium, compost, anywhere where there's damp, rich organic matter. The eggs are laid, which then turn into larvae, which start to eat away at all that dead matter. They then pupate, and then turn into adults, which is where those little flies start buzzing around and really annoying you when you're sat trying to enjoy reading a book or watching TV. The life cycle takes about a month, so it's important to stop that life cycle from continuing. And that's because we break the cycle either by removing the adults or removing the eggs or larvae. And that's what's really important when trying to find an organic, natural solution to getting rid of fungus gnats. So let's take a look at the first solution. So the first solution, which is probably the easiest and most cost effective, are these little sticky pads that you can buy at garden centres or online. Now with these sticky traps, you peel off the outer coating and then pop it in the bottom of your houseplant, and over the next few days you'll notice all of the adults get stuck on the pad, which helps break the cycle. But it doesn't treat the eggs, so these alone are useful to reduce the numbers, but they're not going to get rid of those fungus gnats. So let's take a look at option number 2. Now the second method, and one of the most cost effective, is to simply use horticultural grit or gravel to cover the top layer of that houseplant compost, because this helps prevent the adults from laying their eggs in the first place, and that breaks the chain again. Now the third method is to use a secret weapon that attacks the eggs in the soil, and that's using a bacteria. And you can buy these in pellet form from garden centres and online. But you simply add these tablets to your usual watering can as you water your houseplants. But it's essential that when you actually water them, you cover 100% of the surface area. And the bacteria will then feed off the eggs and kill the larvae and stop that life cycle. But the problem with the tablets are they are quite expensive, so it's usually best reserving them for really severe infestations. Now when it comes to using nematodes, they're actually alive, and when they arrive, they'll have an expiration date on the packet. If you don't use them straight away, keep them refrigerated above 4 degrees and below 6. And then when it's time to water them in, mix them in some lukewarm water first, and then add this mix to your regular watering can based on the directions. Now there are other ways that you can get rid of fungus gnats, such as using chunks of fresh potato for the larvae to burrow in, setting vinegar traps and all sorts of other organic ways you can try to reduce them. The problem with that is that usually there's more eggs than adults that you can cope with in terms of chunks of potato or cider vinegar. What I find is using a combination of the sticky traps, the gravel and also the bacteria that you can mix into the water drastically reduces the number of those eggs and breaks that life cycle. Now if these insects were outside, I would leave them alone. I only reduce them indoors to keep my office environment and houseplants healthy and to stop friends and guests having to slap themselves to get rid of these fungus gnats. Have you got gardening questions that you need answers for? Well, why not head over to the Garden Ninja forum on my blog, where you can ask me anything about gardens, plants and garden design. There's a whole army of other garden ninjas there that can help provide answers to your questions. It's a really great way to meet the other ninjas, so head over there now. So there we go, 3 easy methods to get rid of those fungus gnats, to stop those little black flies buzzing around the house and annoying you. If you've liked this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, where there are hundreds of garden design hints, tips and hacks to help you make your gardens and your houseplants awesome. I've been Burkhill, the Garden Ninja. Bye for now.